If you want to see me create an eye look with my Clionadh shadows, then stick around. Hi there, it's Hélène, and yes, I'm going to be using my Clionadh shadows today. Here they are, and if we want to take a quick look inside, this is where I'm going to be taking most of my eyeshadows, and I also have another palette. I am in love with this stained glass design. It's so beautiful. I'm going to be going into this palette as well for a matte and a highlighter. I'm really excited. So I've been playing before filming. You'll see a bunch of different colors. Hopefully they're coming through on camera. Just for fun. Come on, there you go. There it be. And you'll see one or two of those colors show up on my eyelid. I am going to start with a matte. The Clionadh mattes are pretty awesome as far as blending. They make me think of Tarte and ABH, Anastasia shadows. They're powdery, but that's part of what makes a matte work so well. I won't talk about everything else on my face. What I'm going to do is put everything in the description box below, which is what I do in every video. If you're wondering about anything that is on my face, it is in the description box. So I'm going to start with this one right here, which is Merlot, and start off in the crease and outer lid. I'm going to start off with a fluffy brush and then probably go to a more precision brush. Right now I have Urban Decay Sin on the inner lid, and I have the Aqua XL in M56 by Makeup Forever on the outer lid. They are not necessarily my favorite primers. I'm trying to finish them in a penning project, and that is why I chose those today. I also have the Benefit Hoola Light on my eyelid to set those two primers. All right, that's everything I've got on my eye, and my eyebrows are done with the Rimmel Brow This Way. Now you know everything, let's get into it. I'm going to use this fluffy brush. It's just a regular Sephora brush, and going into Merlot, tapping off the excess, and here we go. And hopefully I won't bring the mirror up too high. And by the way, this palette has a fantastic mirror, so just FYI. And this eyeshadow, Merlot, I'll admit, is a pretty safe bet for me. But I wanted to do an eye look using some of my favorites because Clionadh's having a sale starting on January 21st, Tuesday. I think it's at 4 p.m., 3 p.m. or 4 p.m. Eastern time. And they're going to have, I think, the best discounts I've seen in a long time. And so it's very exciting. So it's their Black Friday that they decided not to do during the whole hype of Black Friday. So I think that's kind of neat. Now I've actually seen one other brand, Lise Wattier, I think, doing the same, as well as I think Estee Lauder Canada, I also noticed, was doing something similar. So if there are these companies, there are probably some other companies doing that. And I heard one company call it Blue Monday. Is it because it's like the third Monday of the new year? I'm not sure. Anyway, I am not versed in this. If you have the answer, please let me know. Okay, pretty effortless, right? I mean, this is kind of a matte that if you want a one and done, you could definitely be done. I really like it. Okay, I'm going to do the other side because this is going to be a very simple look. I don't think I have to do only one side and speed through the other. Just tapped off the excess. I have my sink like right there. So it helps me avoid making a mess in front of me or on my pants or whatever. My beauty room is part of a fairly large walk-in bathroom that I share with my husband. And so it's very handy to have a sink right next to where you do your makeup. And right behind the camera is a vanity where I can actually bring a chair and just do my makeup at my counter, which I think is absolutely super. For a house that's not very big, we have a really big bathroom. Which turned out to be a really good thing when I started YouTube. Okay, I'm all right with that. We're going to do the outer lower lash line and just see how it's all looking before I adjust anything else on the upper lid, as I adjust something on the upper lid. I always do that. Okay, let's do an angled brush to bring that Merlot down to the outer lower lid. For that purpose, I'm going to use this angled brush. If you watch my looks on this channel, you'll say, oh yeah, her angled brush. It is the one that I like, and I always put the shadow on just one side of the brush because that way I can swoop down easily. Now, as I'm doing this makeup look, I am going to, right here, put all of my Clionadh eyeshadow videos. If you are trying to figure out what you want, what you like from Clionadh, I have quite a bit. I have 2 quads and 2 of these palettes that you've seen already. I am a big fan of the brand. I think their eyeshadows are bomb, and I would not hesitate to recommend their eyeshadows to, frankly, anyone. They've got a very big range of colors. Their formulas are bomb, and I think they have they just have the most beautiful multi-chromes that I've come across. Okay, there is the first part of the look. Speaking of multi-chromes, I think I should use one today. I really think I should. Okay, well, we've got this look, and I think I'm going to go a little bit up here. Okay, using that same angled brush, I'm going to go back into Merlot and deepen up the outer lid and possibly the outer crease. When you shear out Merlot, you can start to see like a bit of a brown base. So it gives the eye look a gradient that almost looks like you used a transition color or something. It just has this beautiful look. It's almost like you put on a couple of eyeshadows, not just one. I like it. I'm liking how it is looking. Got a little random eyebrow here. All right, let's see what we do next. I don't want to do anything too harsh on the brow bone. I think I'm going to go into this highlighter called Sorbet. Don't know if you can see the color here. Hoping the camera is going to, hang on, let me try this. This color right here is what I'm going to use. It's like shimmery peach. I'm going to put that on the brow bone. And for that purpose, I'm going to use a very fluffy kind of brush from Sephora. Just picked up a little bit on the brush, and let's see what happens here. Okay, I think that's kind of cute. Let's go on the other side. think that looks pretty good. I think it's time to go and get a Multichrome. Let's just see. I think I'm going to use a Luminaire, but I want to test it out on my hand first along with the colors that I had, just to see if that is what I want to do. And just to show you the one I was actually thinking of, using the silver here that is called Icicle. I think it's beautiful, but along with another shadow on the center lid. But just let me take a look at Luminaire and decide whether or not it's going to make it into the look today. Oh yes, that is what we are doing today. I have 4 of their Multichromes, and this is the one that I'm going to use today. It's so, so, so beautiful. And I want to use it on the inner to center lid. So that is what I'm going to use. And I won't bother showing you the swatch because you're going to see it on my eye very, very shortly. Gosh, it's beautiful. Okay, I'm going to use a brush. I'm going to use this multitasker brush from Smashbox just to get it started on the inner lid, and then I'm going to take it 2/3 of the way through to the end of the eyelid. I do find that these apply better with the finger, but when you're into the inner lid, instead of making a mess, I'd rather use a brush. Okay, I'm going to go in with my pinky and finish up this inner lid. And there we go. Let me do the other side. I think I missed a little bit of a spot there with Merlot. There we go. That's better. I'll do the other side too. I think I didn't quite go far enough in here. Yeah. Okay. Okay, pinky to finish up. And there we go. We have, apart from the base, we have 3 eyeshadows on. And the Luminaire is, it takes natural light, but it really shifts colors. It's absolutely a beautiful iridescent type color. Very, very pretty. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put on the liner and the mascara and come back and show you the final look. Okay, I am back. Let me quickly show you what I have on my cheeks. I did use this highlighter from Clionadh called Phoenix Embers on my cheekbones, and I also applied Luminaire on my lips. Luminaire is what I have on the inner two-thirds of the lid, basically, and it just helps the lipstick match my eyes. If you're curious about the lipstick, it is the Tom Ford Indian Rose. And just a reminder here, this is the Luminaire that I have on my eyes. Really happy with that eyeshadow. This is the Tom Ford lipstick, by the way. It's a deluxe sample, and I don't have very much of it left. Here is the color. I think it's a very flattering color on most skin tones, which is probably why it is so easy to use up. I reapplied the Urban Decay Zero liner on my upper waterline, which I had during the video, and I added it as well on the outer to inner upper lid and also to the lower waterline as well, just to kind of make my eyes pop a little bit more with the eye look. And finally, I did use the Lancôme Hypnose mascara. I quite like the mascara. Sometimes it can be a little bit clumpy, but I do like the brush. It has this angle and then a more uniform side as well if you turn it 90 degrees. And I also used the Maybelline Master Fix to set my face today. It does remind me a little bit of the Urban Decay All Nighter. Just the scent is not, it's not the same, but it's similar, and the feel on the face is similar, and so yeah, I quite like it. I think that's everything I have to share with you. I hope you enjoyed this very quick look at a few Clionadh eyeshadows. It is really not a difficult brand to work with. I think you saw, I'm not a makeup artist. I'm just an average woman doing videos on YouTube. And I think I'll just show you one last time what I have. I hope you've enjoyed the videos popping up from the various Clionadh cosmetics collections. Again, I would suggest that the mattes, these are from a few different collections, the mattes are very, very solid mattes, meaning they perform every time. I never have to wonder if they're going to work for me. The highlighters in here are great. I mostly use them for eyeshadow, but as you can see, they look very nice on the skin. And a lot of their products are made for eyes, face, and lips. So you'll see on the back of any pan, it tells you what it is for, so you don't have to guess. Their shimmers and their duochromes are really what I am fascinated about the most. Of course, a matte formula is super important. It's a very important base. What I'm amazed at is how it takes so few eyeshadows to do a look with the Clionadh brand. So a matte transition color and an eyelid color, and you can be done and get complimented throughout your day for what you did with your eyes. It's so quick, it's almost maddeningly simple to use Clionadh shadows. So if you want great eye looks, but you don't appreciate spending 20-30 minutes on makeup, it's a really good brand to consider. This is not sponsored in any way, by the way. I am just a big fan of the brand, and it is an indie brand, two sisters in Eastern Canada. I'm Canadian myself, so I'm super proud of their achievement, and they just really care a whole lot about their brand and about building. The reason I say they're proud of their brand is they care so much about putting out a quality product. They are passionate about what they do, and it is just beautiful to see a company that cares being successful. Now, some additional bells of the ball, and I was also wanting to see if I could incorporate these, are their Aftershock highlighters. They come in these custom painted quads. The quads are paper palettes, and you'll see it's all handwritten on the inside, and all of these highlighters are absolutely beautiful. I'm running out of space here in my hand. Here's Spark, for example. It's just gorgeous. Spark? Which one did I, oh, Current. Yeah, that's Current. I was like, that's not Spark. The Current highlighter. I use all of these highlighters. They don't show up, the colors don't really show up on camera. You can see a little bit off the edges that, you know, this is lime green. You can see the different colors. Breaker is a purple. They're kind of a neon with a white base, and this is the other four. If you want a transformative eyeshadow option, these are extremely cost-effective on the Clionadh site. You might want to check those out. One of them, Spark, would give you a similar look to Luminaire that I have here without the major shifting element of a multichrome. And finally, of course, the multichromes that I have. These are all beautiful. We've got Gothic, Smolder, Forge, and Luminaire. I highly recommend all of these. This one you'll see has a chunk missing. That is me dropping the palette on the floor. It has nothing to do with Clionadh itself. Oh, and I do have another matte here that is new to my collection that I should really move over to my mattes section. So that is it. That is the look for you today. That is just an overview of all of the types of information I have given over the last couple of years about Clionadh. Let me know in the comment section if you have any questions. I'd be happy to address those ASAP. And yeah, I do hope that you will check them out as they do their monumental sale starting, in my case, as I'm filming this tomorrow. And that's it. I will say thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it every single time. And I do look forward to seeing you in the next video. But for now, take care.